Calling now on Austria. The Executive Director, Michael Staudinger. His statement will be then followed by Ecuador and Mauritania. Professor, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Austrian government, I'd like to express my gratitude to UN ISTR for convening the fourth session of the Global Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction. The Republic of Austria welcomes and appreciates the efforts undertaken by UN ISTR and the entire UN system to implement the Hyogo Framework of Action, facilitate the consultations on the post-2015 framework on disaster risk reduction, as well as foster and nurture collaboration between all stakeholders involved in the important process of reducing risk in a sustainable manner. Austria has built and maintained a culture of risk at all levels, from national to local, over the course of many years. We strongly believe in multi-risk management and forward-looking prevention. In Austria, the responsibility of managing and reducing risks, saving lives and livelihood, is not confined to the national, state and local governments and administrations. Instead, it's a shared responsibility with other important and indispensable actors, such as the private sector, academia and civil society. We have built strong public-private partnerships and count on innumerable volunteers in the field of disaster risk reduction and civil protection. The Austrians are among the nations with the highest percentage of voluntary work in the world. Acting locally is of utmost concern, as the local level is in front line of every disaster. Boosting capacities and creating a sense of risk owner and stewardship is one of the priorities. Let me just mention that 2 of our federal provinces have already succeeded in having complete and consistent risk mapping and community-based DRR concepts at municipal level in place. Words and legislation have been put into action. The nexus between disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation is indisputable, and we have been working hard on the convergence between these two concepts and communities. Disaster risk reduction is key to adaptation. Just recently, the Austrian government has adopted a national climate change adaptation strategy, which acknowledges the fact and all of our state governments are either in the process of developing adaptation plans or have already done so. Over the past 2 years, since the last global platform, Austria's level of engagement with regard to ISDR has significantly increased. What has been achieved, which measures have been taken? Given the scope of this statement, I would like to highlight just 2 of them. One of our federal provinces, the Tyrol, together with its 279 municipalities, has become a main partner of the Making Cities Resilient campaign, together with ALP-S, one of Austria's dedicated institutions for risk management and climate change adaptation. For their efforts in community-based risk assessment, management and reduction, the city of Lienz and the province itself have been awarded role model status. We are very proud of this recognition by UN ISTR. As convinced advocates of the 10 essentials and the 5 priorities of action, the Tyrol and Lienz have been participated in numerous events, including post-HFA consultations and the launch of the Handbook for Local Government Leaders. They even co-organized a 2-way EU exchange of experts with the Swedish Civil Contingency Agency, MSP, and the role model city of Jönköping. At the national level, the appointment of a Hyogo Framework of Action focal point, and it's me who has been assigned this honorable and challenging function, has marked another important step towards stronger cooperation with the NISTR on the one hand, and increased national coordination on the other hand. A multi-stakeholder workshop series has been initiated with the goal of developing a tailored roadmap and framework for establishing a national platform of disaster risk reduction in the near future. We shall keep you updated on the latest developments. With the aim of contributing to shaping the HFA2, Austria will also proactively engage in the next rounds of post-2015 consultations that commence at this very moment. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the Republic of Austria is committed to sharing its know-how and forging new partnerships in order to advance the global goals of the current and new Hyogo Framework of Actions and Making Cities Resilience campaign. We have a lot to give and even more to learn. and regard proactive information and knowledge transfer at all levels as the indispensable means to successfully reduce risk and build resilience. We shall look forward to cooperate with many of you and to the exciting prospect of mutual learning. Thank you very much.